This is 29 Acacia Road.
And this
is
Eric,
Chili,
the schoolboy
a small boy who
leads
leads an extraordinary double life.
But
When Chili eats a chili pepper, an amazing transformation occurs. Chili is Scammerman, ever alert to the call to grift.
Hello people, welcome to Planet Lawz. As you can see, we have the indigenous species Chili grifting scamioso in his natural habitat. He is trying to attract a mate by posing as if he has money. By the way, you can see he's framed the picture to show such things. Now, no doubt, he's got this hotel room and balcony paid for a friend, maybe a lover, for sexual favors perhaps? Who knows? What we do know is he didn't pay for it himself.
Hey, stupid!
Quit it! Run, Forrest, run!
Hey! Did you hear me, stupid?
Run, Forrest!
Get in the truck! Let's move it! Come on, let's get in the way! Move it!
Run, Forrest! Run!
I'm Chili DeCastro. This is Delete Lawz. If you haven't seen why you have to get out of your car, it would be helpful to watch that video because I'm going to cover it a little bit, but this is all the reasons why and how you can be put into handcuffs, and it can happen immediately. So let me explain it to you from a Supreme Court point of view, a case law point of view. So if you watched why the police can pull you out of your car, one second. I'm gonna need some water. I don't know where Zaner is.
A bit of dry mouth there, Chili. I wonder why that is.
So if you watch the reasons why the police can pull you out of your car, this is going to make a lot of sense to you because we go back to the Carroll Doctrine. The Carroll Doctrine says that the police can warrantlessly search your car if they say they think there's going to be a loss of life, that they were in hot pursuit of you, or the third one, if they need to seize contraband out of your car that you hid. What is contraband? Contraband is illegal drugs, alcohol. Back when Prohibition happened in 1925, it was illegal alcohol because the alcohol was being poisoned by J. Edgar Hoover in 1924. So that's how we get this exigent circumstances clause. So that clause, though, where they can warrantlessly search your car, what happens from there is you have to get out of the car. So once you have to get out of the car, then they can put you in handcuffs.
Now you see, the thing about Chili is he doesn't understand the difference between reading something, retaining that knowledge, interpreting that knowledge, and knowing how to use it. He's read a paragraph, maybe one or two of certain subsections of the law, and then he puts his own spin on it. Like a dictionary. Dictionary's got tons of information, but hasn't got a clue, a little sliver of intelligence on how to use that information. This is Chili DeCastro.
So that means for any of those three reasons, if you're driving down the road, if you don't pull over right away, maybe you didn't see the cop right away for any reason, then what happens? They can immediately put you in handcuffs because they're going to say that you didn't stop right away and they were looking for you to stop.
Uh-oh. Hey, you're that black guy I saw in the news conference, ain't you?
Yeah, that's me.
This is car 15. I'm gonna need backup. I've got a stolen vehicle here.
But this is my car.
Suspect's getting belligerent.
What?
Officer down.
So that goes back to 1925, the exigent circumstances clause based off the Carroll Doctrine from 1925. That's a Supreme Court case. So then the second way is they think that you have contraband in your car, so they have to search your car, so they get you out of your car to search your car warrantlessly, and then when they get you out of your car for officer safety, using Terry versus Ohio from 1968, they put you in handcuffs for your safety and theirs. Does that seem right to you? Does that seem right to you at all whatsoever? Water, give me some water, will you? So there's 3 ways you can be taken out of your car just based on the exigent circumstances clause of Carroll versus the United States. But now let me put it to you in context of everyday America today. The way that you can be pulled out of your car today is because of Terry versus Ohio, extended in Pennsylvania versus Mims, which I covered in another video.
So basically what we have here is we've got Chili. He's obviously sweet talked his way into a new person's life. Because I've got to admit, he's off the bat, he's like an 80s car salesman. He'll blind you with words that he's heard from other people and try to mix them together and make a word salad. He's done this, he's sweet talked his way in, managed to get a free hotel room. He's probably trying to get him to invest in his new thing. What's happened to this new law thing that you were going to sort out, Chili? Whatever happened to that? Whatever happened to it? You'll never change anything. And do you know why? Because you're a freak.
Now, once they pull you out of the car, the mantra of officer safety, so that means that the cop who pulls you over, now, you say to yourself, how, and this is going to go into, again, everything's going to be based on the Supreme Court. You say to yourself, how can the cop consider that I'm a danger, that I'm dangerous? And the use of force or using handcuffs on me, you say, how can he use handcuffs on me? How can he use force on me when he just pulled me over? He doesn't know me at all. That's the question people ask. Excuse me one second. Well, the reason why he can use force on you, which includes handcuffs, is because of the 1989 case of Graham versus Connor.
What gets me, you scraggy little knob rash, is these people, although I don't agree with guns, they need guns. They need to be safe. I'd like to see you do a cop's job just for a week. You'd run away going, hey, don't hurt me, don't hurt me. Because you haven't got the balls to do what they do. Yet, some of them are complete wankers. But yet, not all of them. It's a small percentage of them. And you can't treat all the police as a whole. You have to treat them as individual. Christ, I've had nasty incidents with the police where some have been upstanding little pop shites who think they're bigger than their britches. I get some which are really down to earth and, pleasant. Your problem is you probably got pulled over when you were younger because you were smoking drugs or dealing your flipping date rape drug, because that's the sort of person you are, and you didn't like it. So you've clung on to that anger, Chili, because that's the sort of person you are. You're a vile, little, nasty troglodyte.
Graham versus Connor says that the subjective, reasonable suspicion that the officer has of what you may have done before you interacted with him comes into account. So let me say it again. What the officer believes in his mind about you, what the officer says he reasonably believes. So let me give you a simple example. You're driving down the road right here. You get pulled over by a cop. 3 days earlier, there had been a shooting in this block down here. And so when the cop pulls you over, he has reasonable suspicion that maybe you were involved with that shooting.
I'm gonna go mail this card. Bop doop dop bop boom bop dippy dop bop boom bop dippy dop bop boom bop. Oh yeah, boom bop dippy dop bop boom bop. Afternoon, officer.
Any idea how fast you're going?
No, sir.
You getting smart with me, boy? Where'd you get them wheels?
Oh, come on, man.
Step out of the car.
But I ain't done nothing.
Hands behind your back.
Hey, easy,
Come on.
watch it.
Don't you fight me, boy. He's down on the ground.
Come on, now.
Hey, get back here.
Ah, my arm. Oh, this looks like a safe place to rest.
I think you went this way.
Peter, close the card.
Yeah, I'm sure he's fine.
I swear to God. So when you get pulled over, when immediately they draw their guns at you, point them at you, and are screaming at you, driver, get out of the car, driver, you know, the whole thing. Step out of the car, walk to us backwards, get on your knees, cross your feet. Now let's play it through. You were driving down the road, you got pulled over. The next thing you know, the cops got their guns pointing at you. They're screaming, get out of the car, get on the ground. You cross your feet, you put your ankles up, they put you in the torture cuffs, they take you, they put you in the back of the vehicle. What do they say to you? They say, we suspected that maybe you were involved in that shooting here 3 days ago. I'm from Los Angeles. I wasn't here 3 days ago. I can prove that. So now here it comes. Now you're put in torture cuffs, but you have to go to the dungeon if they think that you were that person without you telling them that you're not from here. I live in Los Angeles. I wasn't here 3 days ago. Regardless, though, you still went through that. You still went through it. They, in the name of officer safety, Terry versus Ohio, plus Graham versus Connor, what they subjectively believed in their minds, who you were or what you had done previous to their encounter with you, is relevant, legal, tender.
Thing is, Chilli, not all police are like that. They don't all drag you out of the car. There's only a very, very small amount that power trip. If you want a stable society with everybody basically getting along, no anarchy, nobody dancing around pretending they can do anything they want with no consequences, then you've got to give up some of your freedom. It's that simple.
Tender. It's cash at the court level. All the cops have to say is they were working in good faith. They legitimately felt as though you could have been that person. So now you understand. It's Terry versus Ohio that everything's based on officer safety, but that Graham versus Connor little nugget, that Graham versus Connor little piece right there, where the cop, what he subjectively believes in his mind you did before you had an interaction with him, that little thing right there, boom, that creates the death that we see in America, because what happens is police become subjected to the training that they get, which is horrifically bad. And then as soon as they stop the car, they think that maybe you're one of the bad guys. So what do? They tell you to get in handcuffs, or they want to have dominion over you. Sit on the curb, cross your feet, stand over there, turn around, face that way. And then even after you're put in the torture cuffs, which
Hey, sexy.
Sonia, what are you doing here?
Well, I got tired of waiting for you to get home, so I thought I'd come to you.
Come on, Sonia, how about we take a night off, huh? The sex has just been nonstop. I mean, I understand that no doesn't mean no, but certainly some word has got to mean no.
This is one of your fantasies, right? Public humiliation? It's sexy, isn't it?
Sonia, stop, please!
Come on, you love it.
Ow! 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 You're hurting me, and I really need to clean out my trunk!
Oh, I'm gonna clean out your trunk. Giggity.
That's my word! That's my word!
This video is titled, How Many Ways Can You Be Put in Torture Cuffs? So let's just walk down those ways because I want to wrap this video up pretty quick. So first 3 ways, exigent circumstances. The cops say they're in hot pursuit of you. The cops believe you're traveling with contraband. They have to seize it out of your car. Or the cops believe there's going to be a loss of life based on what's going on in your car. So everybody there can go in handcuffs. Now, when they pull you over, officer safety is paramount, so they put you in handcuffs based on Graham versus Connor. Their subjective belief that you're bad, that you have bad intentions and that you want to hurt them. And that's all they have to say is, I was in fear for my life. Now, you have to get out of the car for officer safety, Pennsylvania versus Mims. If you're the passenger, Arizona versus Johnson. But...
Oh yes, Chili. Pennsylvania versus Mims, 434, US 106, 1977. A United States Supreme Court criminal law decision holding that police officers ordering a person out of a car following a traffic stop and conducting a pat down to check for weapons did not violate the 4th Amendment to the United States Constitution.
all those ways, anytime you have to exit the car, you have to go in torture cuffs. You have to go in torture cuffs. No matter who you are, you have to go in torture cuffs. And they have to go behind your back. So that's the whole reason I do the things I do. I want you to know your rights. If you know your rights, listen, if you know your rights, let me tell you something. It's a lot better because at least the chances of you going, how many times you guys seen me put in torture cuffs? I've been on camera for a year. I've been put in handcuffs one time and they put them on like bracelets right in front of me. And they treated me like gold. Facts. So I haven't had my arms pinned behind my back, and I've had 100 face-to-face interactions with rights protectors.
And you know why that is, Chili? It's because you've done absolutely everything they ask you to do. You've complied, you've not resisted arrest, and that's why they've been cordial with you. Why are you trying to make out as if you're some sort of important celebrity, or they're afraid of you? Because they don't care about you, Chili. They think you're a piece of crap on the end of the shoe, like every single one of your hate viewers do. I'd say 90% of your viewership are people just wanting to see you fail. Because you're completely full of crap.
With peace officers, the vision of the future. So, but now you know, those are all the ways you can go in cuffs. But let me finish the last story. So the cops, remember that? I was down here and you were driving and the cops ordered you out of your car and they pointed their guns at you. And now what happens next? What happens next? If you don't want to talk, you have to go to the dungeon. You have to go to the dungeon. And that's where we are. And by the way, did you guys hear the cop I talked to the other day? He said it is their cop police department policy that you have to go in the back seat and you have to go in the torture cuffs. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to keep these videos as short and sweet as I can, but that's all the ways you can be put in torture cuffs when you are traveling in a car. My name is Chili DeCastro. This is Delete Laws. Please make sure you hit the like button, like, subscribe. Go by my store, Delete Laws, and get your trifold or your t-shirt. God bless you. God bless the United States. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. We don't...
You're fired!
Thank you. Nice shooting, son. What's your name? Murphy.
Hello and welcome to my first video. Right. Simple as this. Forgive any discrepancies in any of the audios going up and down. Bad clipping, bad editing. This is my first attempts. And I could probably get better with a bit of practice. So please do me a favour. Like and subscribe and all that. And I hope you enjoy.